I'm going to show you how you can make $100,000 wholesaling just one deal in real estate using seller finance and Morby method. We're going to call in this video live, we're going to call realtors on LoopNet and try to get a commercial property, a multi-million dollar commercial property under contract, and we're going to try to wholesale it for over 6 figures. I don't care if this is your first day wholesaling or if you've been wholesaling for 1,000 years. I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do to lock up a 6-figure wholesale deal with seller financing. So we head over to LoopNet. LoopNet is where you get commercial properties. It's like Zillow for commercial properties. I'm in Texas. I'm a realtor here in Texas, so Texas is my stomping ground. We are going to go for sale and we're going to look for a couple different types of properties. Multifamily, apartments, right? Multifamily apartments. And we also want residential income. We love RV parks or portfolio of homes. Keep an eye out for those, like 13, 17, 24 homes for sale. We're going to come in and try to buy all of them, or one big apartment or an RV park with seller financing, or maybe Morby method. And right here, you can see all these different properties. We have so many properties to choose from. These are going to be huge paydays. Whoa, wait. Are you a little bit confused? It's okay. It's okay. Seller financing, Morby method, it's nothing to be confused about. I have a ton of videos on it, but really, seller financing just means that you're going to finance the property from the seller. They're going to be the bank. And Morby method is pretty much seller financing when a property requires a big down payment. So you're going to call these properties, and I'll tell you what to say in just 1 second, but you're going to call them. And if the realtor's like, yeah, the seller might be interested in seller financing, but they want a big down payment. They want 30 to 70% down payment. A lot of times you'll hear people say, I want a 50% down payment. That's okay. Negotiate those deals. Just know that's a Morby method. If you need help in this process, it's okay. Your job is to just call the realtors and get a deal going. But if you need help with the numbers and the terms, reach out to someone like me. Reach out to a very experienced wholesaler investor and they will help you. Your job is to just get on the phone and start making these calls and get the deals going. So let's jump back, and then I'm going to tell you what you're going to say. So let's pull up a few properties first. So what do I look for in properties? Well, let's just scroll down the list and I'll sort of tell you what I look for so you don't waste your time calling bad deals. First things first, you usually want to call properties that need a little bit of work. You usually don't want them to be fully turnkey. That's not always the case, but usually, especially don't call new builds. You're trying to find properties that maybe need a little bit of work. I told you apartments are great. Maybe here's one. This one looks pretty good. It looks a little bit run down. You can add some curb appeal, add some value. I've actually seen this guy, Tim Clark, before. So cool. Okay, this is one that we may call. Oh, wait, it's under contract. So let's not call that one. But another tip is scroll down. And if you go to the bottom, you'll see date created. And then you can see how long the property's been on the market. So this one's been on the market for 4 months now. So if it wasn't under contract, that would be a good one to call. So we keep going down, keep going down. We're just going to try to find some properties. I like calling the more expensive ones because I'm trying to make a lot of money. If you want a $100,000 plus assignment fee, you need to be calling $1 million plus properties. It's simple math. Don't be scared to call expensive properties. The realtors won't bite. They're there to make a deal. You're there to help them make a deal. Don't worry. Like here's a mobile home park. Okay, we love mobile home parks. This one could be a great deal. So that one's another one I'm going to call. Okay, let's find a few more properties. This property's been on the market, look, for an entire year. This one's been on the market for 12 months. That's a great candidate for seller finance. This guy is desperate to sell. So let's call him. Now that you have a list of properties to call, what are you going to do? Get analysis paralysis, sit there and just cry and not pick up your phone and dial? No, you're going to pick up your phone and dial, and I'm going to tell you what to say. My pitch is going to be different than yours because I'm a realtor. So I'm obviously going to use that card to my power. But if you're not a realtor, and if you're also not an investor, you're a wholesaler, you say whatever you want, but I wouldn't jump into the call and be like, hi, I'm a wholesaler. What I would say would be something like this. Hi, Sam Parsley. My name is Max. I'm calling about your property at 306 Shady Grove Drive. Are you the listing agent? You'll probably say, yeah, I'm the listing agent. Then you say, great, my clients who are large real estate investors in the area, they're looking for a property just like this, and I just had a few questions. That's it. That's it. Now you ask your questions, you ask them if they can do seller financing, and then you just start negotiating. Don't be scared, just ask. You don't need to lie. You don't need to go there and tell them you're a multi-billionaire real estate investor and you're friends with Warren Buffett. No, you just go there and say, hey, I'm looking for deals for my clients. My clients are large real estate investors. Want to ask you a few questions about your property. Can we talk? Do you have a minute to talk? Okay, got it. Now let's start calling some properties and you'll see what I say. And by the way, guys, you don't need to skip Tracy's numbers. You go right here and you click call, the number pops up, and that's the realtor's direct line. So this is not going to cost you anything. Just get going. This is actually a really nice property, and I love Granbury. Granbury is a great place.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not a...
Okay, he didn't answer, but that's the game. We're just going to keep calling. It's all about numbers. Sit here for an hour, make 20, 30 dials, and you are going to get a deal soon. I promise. If you put in the work, you will get a deal. It's just a matter of time. Okay, let's call this one the mobile home park. This one looks pretty cool. I would love to own a mobile home park, man. I don't spend 5 minutes looking at the property. No. It's a numbers game. We're just calling, trying to have a conversation. Don't waste your time.
This is Angie. May I help you?
Hi, Angie. My name is Max Deer. I'm a realtor, and I was calling about your listing of the Huntington Mobile Home Park.
Okay. Yes. How can I help you?
I'm doing good today. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks.
Okay, perfect. So some of my clients were actually looking for a mobile home park, actually not too far away from there. So just wanted to see if I could, ask you some questions about the property and make sure I have all the proper documents for them.
Sure.
Okay, great. So I see that attached you have like the memorandum and everything. Is rent roll something that you can send over?
I have a very informal,
Okay.
handwritten rent roll, if that's acceptable to you guys. That's all the owner has provided for me.
Okay. Well, it's not too uncommon with mobile home parks, so that's okay.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I'm happy to send that over. And were there any other questions that you might have about the property?
Oh, absolutely. So, I've seen it. I've been actually watching this property. I saw it's been on the market for like 6 months now. And I guess
Yes.
my first thing is I'm sort of surprised because it seemed like a good deal with a good cap rate. I guess what's been holding it up?
I think because of the lack of the owner does a lot. Well, the owner does all of the maintenance himself and does all the property management himself, and then also with the rent roll being informal.
Yeah.
And probably not having, good P&L reports to provide, financing has been, I think, the biggest hurdle for the buyers that have reached out anyway. Because, the cap rate is good.
Financing has been the biggest hurdle.
So, but I do think the price is negotiable. I think a legitimate offer, a supported offer with either cash verification or a letter of credit from a lender, regardless of what the offer is.
The realtor is tired of this property. She wants to sell it. She's going to work with us. This is what you want to see.
The owner is willing to do some financing also.
Okay, excellent. That was actually going to be my next question is what type of seller financing do you think we could work?
I think they would be willing to do a finance if a buyer had, say maybe 30% down. And they would be
Morby method
with what the market rates are.
Okay, yeah, that's actually not a problem. So I structure a lot of these types of deals for my clients, and we usually do it one of two different ways. It's either does a seller want more passive income or does he want a larger down payment? So, if he's looking for closer to 30%, that tends to be on the larger side, but we're happy to do that. My clients are pretty well capitalized, so we can go that route. But, if we are going to go higher on the down payment, I may need him to work with us on the terms of the loan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that helps me out a lot. Thank you so much. Now, are you in and around the Lufkin area, or where are you personally? You are.
I personally am in Lufkin.
Okay.
Where I am.
Right now, I'm building rapport with the realtor, trying to get a good relationship with her.
Office in Livingston as well, but me personally, I'm here in Lufkin.
Gotcha. Yeah, I've never been down to that area yet, but it's somewhere I do need to go and see. I've heard it's beautiful there, beautiful forests and lakes.
Yes, very green. But I think that you could the space where the undeveloped portion of the property would even be able to be used for RV rental.
Okay, well, this is great. Usually, the way we structure these deals is, again, depending on how much the seller needs passively or how much they need cash down, and then we negotiate from there. But we also usually come in and we'll pay both sides of agent commission. So my clients will pay my commission, and they usually would pay your commissions. Depending on the deal we negotiate, just makes it easier. And then oftentimes we'll also pay the closing costs. So
Okay.
whatever really is the deal we structure is usually net to the seller. So there's not a lot of
Got it.
extra fees.
Okay.
And yeah, I mean, just from what I hear, it seems like seller financing would be ideal if they're looking to retire. I mean, get hit.
With that, knowing
Please.
that, they may be a little more flexible on the down payment.
Well, thank you so much
Okay.
for helping me out here, and hopefully we can get something to work.
That would be great. Thanks for the call.
All right, appreciate it.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. And every time after I finish a call, I send them over a picture of my business card. It's a lot more professional. Okay, so call number 2, and we already have a deal that we're working on. Dude, this is insane. This video is working out so well. So, is this $100,000 assignment fee? No, no. I mean, it's not. Let's be honest. I'm not here to BS you. This is an $800,000 property. Maybe we can get 30 grand, maybe 40 grand if we can negotiate a really good deal. But that's not a bad payday. It's a lot better than 5 or 10 grand on a sub 2 deal. And I didn't do anything. I just sat there and listened. You don't need to do much. So you get to a point like this. Now what do you do? How do you present the numbers? Well, you speak to someone like me or you talk to another person who's done a lot of these deals. They'll help you with the numbers. In my opinion, what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to try to negotiate something where if we can do 20% down, I'm thinking seller finance. If we're doing 30, 40, 50% down, I'm thinking Morby method. Long story short is I'd rather maybe do that 30, 40, 50% down. Try to get a rate under 4%. They want 7%. I'm thinking under 4%. I would like to probably do no payments for maybe 6 months so I can get rents up. I would probably negotiate a 30-year loan and I would try to do no balloon. How am I going to get all those things? Probably not. But I'm going to shoot for something like that. But all those are going to be dependent on the rent rolls. And that is going to be dependent on the taxes and the insurance. I mean, I have a lot of things I have to take into account. But you don't have to worry about that. You just talk to someone like me and then we JV, we work together and we split the commission. I mean, splitting 30, 40 grand doesn't sound bad to me. All you had to do was make one call. This took me 15 minutes. Call number 2 of the day. Okay, let's make some more dials. I'm looking for places where we can add value as an investor. Again, you can get new properties, but I want to try to add value. Actually, you know what could be fun? Let's look for a portfolio of homes. So, how do you find a portfolio of homes? You usually take out multifamily and I sort of hover my mouse around until I'm collecting multiple. See, I just collected multiple listings right here. And then boom, that means it's a portfolio. So this is a rental portfolio, 5 specialty properties. So you can buy 5 homes at once. That's sick. That's usually perfect for seller financing or Morby method. Let's call Colton. You want to know how much effort I'm going to put into researching this? None. I'm literally just going to grab my phone, put in Colton's number. Okay, we're putting in Colton's number right now, and we're going to call him. What am I going to say on this call? I don't know. I'll figure it out. If I mess up, I hang up and I try again.
Hello.
Hey, Colton. My name is Max Deer. I'm a realtor, and I was reaching out about your rental portfolio that you had on LoopNet.
Okay.
How are you today?
Pretty good. What's going on?
Hey, not much. So I have a couple clients who are looking to buy a portfolio of homes, and actually not too far from there. So I was just wanted to get a little bit more information on the properties.
Okay.
Oh, perfect. I see that you have links to everything. Do you happen to have rent rolls for the properties?
We have just switched to a new property management company who's doing that for us, so I would have
Okay.
to get my hands on the latest, but I do have rent information on them.
Okay, you do have rent information. Now, is this something that y'all own in your portfolio and you're selling, or is this just a client of yours?
No, yeah, it's ours.
Okay, it's yours. That's cool. So can you tell me more about you guys?
Oh, we're from Dallas, and we're local investors, so we've been building up our rental portfolio for probably about 25, 30 years now, and these are a little further out than we like to go. We like to
Nice.
stay within like 5 or 10 minutes of where we live, and these are about 30 minutes from us, so we decided to sell these off and buy some more closer to us.
Okay, cool. Yeah, these are right in my backyard, so I totally understand you guys. Now, do y'all just looking for a cash buyer, or are you also interested in like seller financing, or where are you guys at?
No, I think the cash would be the most valuable thing to us.
Yeah.
I don't think we would do all these as a seller finance deal right now.
I understand. Yeah, it just really depends on your guys' needs, especially if you're going to try to go buy more properties.
Yeah.
Okay, well then let me talk to my buyers. I know right now they mostly want to do seller financing, but I have some other ones that are cash buyers, so I'll circle back on these.
Sure.
Okay.
Holler if you get the info on the rent or anything.
Okay, I really appreciate it. Thank you, Colton.
All right,
Bye. So, are all calls going to work? No, but we have a nice, friendly conversation. So, why was that one not interesting? Why did I not push on that one? Well, I immediately got a feeling that he was an investor and he owned a portfolio because he said the way he said we're managing them. I don't know. I just had that feeling. So I asked him, and guess what? He owns them. And that you'll see that commonly. Sometimes these people own portfolios. And if they're investors themselves, you're usually not really going to get a good deal. Now, it's not always the case. Sometimes you get a good deal from investors, but these guys, I just knew we weren't going to get a good deal. And I asked them, and they didn't want to do seller financing. But did we fight? No. Did he feel offended? No. That's not a big deal, everybody. Ask, ask, ask. Don't feel ashamed for asking about seller financing. You're offering them a gift. You're offering them more money just over time. Okay, let's call a few more of these. Let's call a few more. Guys, I just want to motivate you to get on the phone and start dialing. You get something interesting, you say, thank you so much. Can I have the rent rolls? Now, if they post the rent rolls on LoopNet, sometimes you'll see a link and it says like rent or something. Don't ask for the rent rolls. You'll look a little dumb, but that's usually a way I flow into conversation. Get the rent rolls, get the numbers, get the address, shoot it over to me. Be like, hey, Max, I had this really great conversation with this realtor. These are the numbers. This is sort of what they want. Can you help me structure a seller financing, a mortgage method deal? And can we lock this up and make $100,000? Sure, bro. Or don't send it to me. Send it to someone else. Send it to someone smarter than me. But if you need the help, we're here to help you. Let's call another one. Let's call another one. I hope I'm getting you guys hype. I am so hyped right now. Y'all want to call another portfolio? Is there another portfolio of homes? I feel like I called all the portfolios. Okay, let's switch back to multifamily. Hey, Future Max here. If you have a commercial lead and they're open to doing seller finance, but you need help closing the deal, I have a Google Forms link down below. Just put the information in and I'll help you close the deal if you want a JV. Up to you. What can we find? What can we find? Let's flip over to page, I don't know, 8. What are we going to find here in Texas? Let's find something cool. All these places are so nice. You can tell this was a recent flip. So we don't want to call that, in my opinion. If you want to call those, that's fine. Maybe y'all know more than me. For me, I want to focus on the ones where we can add value. They're a little shabby. They've been on the market for a while. Weird stuff like this, I don't usually like calling. So I'm just sort of showing you what I don't like calling. It's like the one house things. Again, they could work. It could work. It's not a science, everybody. A lot of it's luck, just getting the right deal. What do I want to call? What's this thing? This thing sort of looks weird. See, this thing looks like trash. No offense, Dean. I love trash. 12.45% cap rate. Let's go. All right, we're gonna call this guy 680. See, everyone's been so friendly. We haven't got anybody who's been mean on the phones yet. Just call during business hours during the week. Weekends, these types of realtors don't really work weekends as much. They're not your typical realtor. Oh, hi, is this Dean?
Yes.
Oh, cool. I just sent you a text message. Great. I found your property, 5520 Condor Road on LoopNet. I'm a realtor, so I was just reaching out.
Yes.
Perfect. How are you today?
Good.
Okay, the office people said you just left the office, so I just missed you.
I had to go pick up a check at another office. I just pulled back in.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so you're a busy man.
I wish.
Gotcha. No, yeah, I was calling about this property. I have some investors that are looking for mobile home parks around that area, and this one just caught my eye, so just had a few questions on it.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I guess the first thing is I've seen this listing a few times before, and considering the cap rate and everything, just curious why it hasn't sold.
It's just hard for more people to get money on mobile home parks.
Yeah.
I got it, but a lot of people can't get it,
Yeah. So is this one that you own or?
Yeah, I own it.
Oh, you own it. Okay, congratulations. Cool. What's the reason you're selling, if you don't mind me asking?
I got two partners. One's my cousin, one's his wife, and I had about 50 rentals. I'm just trying to get out of it.
Now, as you mentioned, getting financing is difficult. Are y'all open to doing some form of seller financing?
Yeah, there's people Friday.
they didn't think they wanted to do it, but we told them if they asked if we would, and they said yeah. I said, well, we're probably going to pay cash, but we just want to keep our options open. We told them 50% down,
Okay. Yeah.
And like to do a 2 or 3 year balloon on it,
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, 50% down would be okay for my partners. They're pretty well capitalized and don't mind bringing cash to the table. But if they're going to bring 50% down, they usually want pretty good terms. So the 2 to 3 year balloon's a little short. So I don't know if y'all would be open. I mean, I'm happy to work out some numbers and send it to you.
Yeah, I mean, we would look at a little bit longer. 5 years or less, please.
Yeah, I get you.
Most people get their own financing after a couple of years.
Yes, yeah, I would hope so. Now, is it a situation where maybe one of the partners can be paid off with the 50% down, and then somebody would prefer us to carry the loan, or is that not possible?
No, we'd all three carry.
Okay, gotcha. So the business relationship is still intact, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. Yeah. Okay. Because usually when the partners are selling, sometimes it's not for such a good reason.
No. We're all good.
That makes me happy. Okay. Well, did y'all have any other numbers in mind, like what you would do for? So I mean, if go ahead.
This is what I told the people: if I'm owner financing it, that I'm not going to be as negotiable on the price. And I told the ex-wife/realtor in Florida that we'd take $750 if it's paid in full, or if we finance it, $800.
Okay, that's fine. The purchase price to me, just based off of the little bit of information I have, seems fair. The 50% down is possible. The balloon's a little too short for me, but if it seems like y'all are more interested, not so much in the passive income, just getting paid as quickly as possible, so we could maybe make something work. Are the numbers in the data room, like the rent rolls and everything, or how can I get those?
It brings in about 10.3 a month. Expenses went up a little bit this past year.
Is there a little bit more room on the property to add more units, or is that
there is a little bit of room, but I don't know. We don't know if the septic's capable of handling 1 or 2 or 3 more trailers or the water well.
Sure.
We don't have that information. Okay.
Sure. Work out some numbers and then maybe send over just some preliminary numbers that I discussed with my clients to see if maybe we're in the right ballpark. And if we are in the right ballpark, then I can try to solidify them with them. Is that
okay?
Okay.
That's fair enough.
Okay. Well, then that's what I need for now. I have your direct line, so I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, Dean. Bye-bye. Call number 5, and we already got 2 leads. Man, life is good. So what do I think about this one? Not bad, not great. I'm mixed on this one because the returns are phenomenal. You're telling me I can actually get a 12.45% cap rate, and this doesn't seem like BS. The numbers he gave me, I mean, if he's telling the truth, and he seems like a solid guy, those are good numbers. I mean, $8,000 a month in cash flow on an $800,000 property is beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. What concerns me a little bit is that balloon, man, that balloon. When we're doing these deals, we don't want a short balloon because we're trying to get good terms for the long term, not for the short term, for the long term. I'm negotiating this deal hard for my clients because I want good long-term terms for the long term, not for 2 to 3 years. So that's a little concerning. I could bring 50% down using Morby. So if we brought $400,000 for this property, I would try to do a 30-year loan, like 2% interest or some joke amount, no payments for like 12 months or something, but they'd be like, fine, 5-year balloon. And then you offer a balloon extension. That's your secret. It's the balloon extension. Maybe they'd say yes. They're going to come back and be like 4% interest and, I don't know, F off with your defer payment for 12 months. I don't know, but we start the conversation. We may have something there. I'm going to work on that. So I have 2 offers already to send over. Now, they're going to be formal offers. No, they're going to be preliminary offers. I'm going to shoot over rough draft of some numbers. And how am I getting these numbers? I'm going to run them through my own calculator. I built a seller finance Morby method calculator specifically for this. I've been building this calculator for over 12 months now. I'm sort of a numbers guy. If you ask me if I'm happy or sad, I tell you plus or minus. That's just how my brain works. I'm excited. And this is the power of just picking up the phone and dialing. LoopNet is underrated, in my opinion. People give LoopNet a lot of flack. I think there's great opportunities to be had. So, what do you guys think? I hope you guys appreciate this video. I hope you guys appreciate the content I'm bringing to you. I'm really trying my best. I want to keep growing this channel. I want to keep helping y'all. I want to keep bringing value to this beautiful creative community. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Drop some comments down below. I'm here to help you. Love you guys. Bye.